This brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. I haven't yet, I haven't yet spoke one of these 10-minute excerpts today on the subject matter that I wanted to talk about. I've touched on a few things. I have a son that's a fisherman. I have learned a lot by observing him, observing his talent, observing how he got to where he is. He got there by learning. First of all, he must learn the place he's fishing. He must learn the place he is fishing at. He must learn where the big fish are. Well, after you learn that, then you've got to learn what triggers a big fish to come and get on your hook. How do you do that? What triggers that fish? Well, you have to learn the eating habits of that fish. And how does that fish eat? That fish eats swimming against the current. He's not going to eat anything much that's swimming with the current. Whatever he eats is not going to be swimming with the current. It's going to be against the current. It's going to be coming down with the current. He's going to eat up the fish that are flowing with the current, or swimming around in a frenzy in front of him. And he's going to scoop them off and hit them one at a time or many at a time. And exactly how that fish eats is what you got to know if you're going to catch that fish. Now, a few years ago, the Lord made me a fisher of men. And a fisher of men, there's some things he must know. And one of the things he must know is when he's fishing for men, he's got to know how that man works. How are you going to reach that particular man? Are you going to reach him by not going where he is? Absolutely not. Where did Jesus go and eat? He went and sat down and ate with scribes and Pharisees. He went down there and he ate with sinners and winebibbers. He ate with people who was liars, cheats, thieves, alcoholics, cussers. They probably even cussed in the very presence of Jesus himself, sat at the table, maybe even told a dirty joke or two, and Jesus was present at their table. Now, Jesus had to go where the people were. When he was in the crowd and the lady came and touched his garment and got healed, where was Jesus? He was in the crowd of people. What were the people like? They were bad. In the day of Jesus, there were some, sure enough, tough people. Those guys in there that were of a sect that carried knives. They wore coats, long, big coats. Inside of those coats, they could open up and reveal that they had 150 pounds of metal knives, all different shapes, forms, and types of knives. They were skilled in knife handling. They were skilled to where they could walk by a man and stick him and in a place to where he would live for a second or two before he dropped dead, and that 1 to 3 seconds gave them that much time to pass by, get mingled back in the crowd. Nobody ever know who stuck that other man, and it was that guy that's what he was trained to do. He was trained to kill another man, to put another man out of commission completely. And that's what they were trained to do. And in Jesus' day, there were thousands of those trained men around. And I have done the study on those men, and I can't even tell you who they were this morning, their names. Things have left my mind. Many things have left my mind that I have studied about. But I do know about them. Listen, as we get older, we're going to get a little bit. We talked today, earlier, about the appearances of God and God appearing to man. God appeared to me in 1972. Did he appear to me face to face? I can't say he did, and I can't say he didn't. I can say this. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I had wrecked my car and I was a drunk. And the Lord knocked on my heart and said, hey, son, either you follow me today or you don't get another chance. Your number's up. I felt like at that present moment, God had said, I'm done with you. You need me to come into your heart. So I said, Lord, I looked up to heaven and said, forgive me of my sin. Come into my heart and save my soul. I want you to know, I'm Brother Peter, and I was alone that morning. There wasn't another soul around but me and God. And when I said that, the Lord reached down through the top of my head. He got me by the soles of the feet, shook me inside out, shook off the lying, the stealing, the cheating, the running around, the drinking. Shook all of that off and said, go and sin no more. When the lady was brought to Jesus in adultery, what did he say? He said, lady, where are thy accusers? And he said, I don't accuse you either, but I'm going to tell you this. Go and sin no more. Your sin will accuse you. The Bible said, if a man will judge himself a sinner, then God will not have to judge him in that day of great judgment. God will not have to judge. If you judge yourself and see in Romans 9, Romans 10 and 9, it said, if you will believe in your heart that Jesus Christ was the Son of God and rose from the dead, and you'll believe that and confess it with your mouth that he died for your redemption and he took the sin from you away, then you can have heaven for your home. And he said, the man believeth in the heart, and confession is made with the mouth unto salvation. For whosoever, that's anybody that's in the jailhouse, out of the jailhouse, that's a murderer or a thief, that's anybody. Whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. I'm after that big fish today. Are you after a fish today? Are you fishing today? Do you go pump gas at a gas station? Do you call Jesus your Lord? Do you carry some tracts, some pieces of paper that tell about the Lord in your pocket? Do you put them around? Do you have within you the evidence that you belong to Jesus Christ? Do you have the evidence in you that you belong to Jesus Christ? How big a battle are you in? Are you in a battle? How big a battle are you in? Are you on the front line, or are you sitting so far back that nobody knows you're even in the service? They think you're a displaced, homeless person just following behind the troops and picking up what you can pick up. No, if you're there, you're in the wrong place. You need to be on the front line, facing the front line, so that you will know that when you're facing the front line, that the danger that's before you is real and it's there. And you got to be on guard all the time against it.